For Real, and today is my 18-week bump day. I found out today that the baby is the size of a bell pepper. Yes, a bell pepper now is growing, and you can find out, like now if you looked in the womb, you'd be able to see if it's a girl or a boy. It's distinctive. Everything is pretty much fully formed at this point. The baby has to do growing and also some tweaking and details. Let's get into my bump date. I will be talking about pregnancy symptoms, why I chose the birth center, and I will be talking about a bunch of other different things, so stay tuned. Okay guys, here is my 18-week belly. And yeah, I love pregnancy summer clothes more than I like winter pregnancy clothes. I like wearing them, I think it's cute. But yeah, here it is from the side, the front, the other side. I love that it's becoming more distinct now, more noticeable. Here it is. And the next one after this is, I'm gonna be having my ultrasound by then. I actually haven't had an ultrasound since 6 weeks or 7 weeks pregnant. I think it was like 7 weeks pregnant. I haven't had an ultrasound, like I said, when I went by the gender, like when I announced my gender, I went by the blood test that I had gotten that's supposed to be more accurate than the ultrasound. Although I'm kind of holding my breath a little bit until I get that ultrasound to confirm that it is indeed a girl. Yeah, I'm a little nervous until I get that. Although with Kellyanna, they said it was a girl on the blood test, and then I went and I got the ultrasound and they confirmed it was a girl. So I'm sure it's right. By the 20-week bump date, I will be able to show the ultrasound pictures to you guys and also be able to confirm that it is a girl. And since then, I got my first little outfit for the little girl from my mom. Isn't it so cute, guys? She just handed it to me the other day. It's so cute. I mean, at least it's my style anyway. I really love it. I love, my favorite color is purple, but I also love, love, love bright colors. This will look really good with the baby's blue eyes. Guys, I also wanted to let you know that I'm feeling more distinct kicks now. I am so excited about that. Like in the last bump date, I said that I started feeling the baby move. Now, since then, I've felt the baby move a lot more, and it's more distinct kicks. I'm excited to feel the baby move even more. I mean, this is actually the perfect time of pregnancy. So yeah, like I love this time of pregnancy, like around, you know, the second trimester, not quite like when, I think you hit it when you're 14 weeks, not like really 14 and 16 weeks, but more like 18 weeks to like 20 to like 30 weeks is like the best time during pregnancy. It's where I feel the greatest. It's where like I'm the most energized. The baby bump looks the best. You start to feel the baby move, which is so awesome. It doesn't get old no matter how many kids you have. The baby is just, you know, I don't feel it like all the time, but if I'm still and concentrated, then I can feel it. Because I'm past the first trimester, kind of getting more into the second trimester, I am now excited because I'm past the pregnancy symptoms where I'm tired all the time and I'm nauseous a lot and having morning sickness. I don't get that very often anymore. I'm more also in the mood, which my husband enjoys too. Yeah, like it just, the second trimester is a far better time for everybody. One thing too though with pregnancy that you always have to be concerned about is like, you're kind of like, keep in your perimeter, people. Stay back. You know, I got a baby bump. Because, I don't know, like, you're just constantly worried that somebody's going to kick it, somebody's going to do something to it, which, because it's swimming pool season, I'm concerned that one of the kids, because there's so many kids that swim in the pool, one of the kids is going to kick my belly really hard. And that was a concern of mine, and Brody did kick my belly pretty hard. I was trying to teach him to swim, and he thought I was letting go, and I wasn't letting go. I said, I'll tell you when I'm letting go, but he thought I was. And he went to like move his arms and legs and he kicked me pretty good in the side of my stomach, right where I normally feel the baby move. So I was pretty concerned for a while. I got out of the pool, took it easy, and it ended up being okay. But that kind of stuff like concerns you more when you're pregnant. So like I also since the last bump date got in a minor car accident, and it was very minor. It was just like, you can see it in our vlogs on Family For Real if you check it out. But I was very emotional because you're more emotional in pregnancy. I was worked up about the accident, and I did feel, I was glad because I was actually headed to the birth center appointment when I got into the accident. So I got to hear the baby's heartbeat as soon as I got done the accident. So that was kind of put my mind at ease. It was a very minor accident where we kind of just bumped. None of us jolted, but we just I bumped her bumper a little bit. And I haven't gotten in an accident in like 10 years. I think the last time I got in an accident was when I was pregnant with Talia, which was actually more like 11 years ago. I'm just glad the baby was all right. You're just always worried about circumstances like that the baby stays okay and the baby stays healthy. And you're like, stay off my space. Okay guys, pregnancy symptoms. Some of the pregnancy symptoms I'm feeling lately is, like I said, I'm past the tired and mostly sick phase. I still get a little bit of tiredness and a little bit of sickness, but it's definitely really subsided. I am starting with minor heartburn. I know I said in the last bump date it starts around 20 weeks and I'm 18 weeks now. It's already kind of minorly starting, like where every once in a great while I have to pop a Tums. And I hate taking Tums. I know it's not the greatest for you. But yeah, sometimes I'll try papaya enzyme tablets. That's what my midwife suggested to me. And it does help, but it definitely doesn't greatly help. It's minor right now. I'm going to try to see if I can do anything else besides pop Tums because I really don't like that. But yeah, I'm starting with minor heartburn. The out of breath feeling is still obviously there, like I said in the last bump date. I am getting, I do feel like with each pregnancy I've had, the out of breath feeling gets worse. I don't know if other people that have gone through a lot of pregnancies feel like that, but at least for me, I feel like that. Oh my word, I was just going up and down the stairs a little bit ago, taking clothing and laundry baskets up and down, and I was like, oh. Tell me if you have felt like that. I want to know if other people really get the out of breath feeling during pregnancy. I'm thinking they do, but yeah. Another thing I wanted to talk about in this bump date is why I chose the birth center. And I will come up with a separate video at some point talking about how I came about choosing the birth center instead of a hospital and more reasons as to why. I'm just going to go over it briefly today, like some of the highlighted reasons of why I chose the birth center. But I chose because I really wanted a natural childbirth. I really didn't want to have the drugs and the epidural. I know some people want that. I just really wanted a natural childbirth. So I just decided, I looked towards the birth center and I really liked what I saw there and decided to go with them, and I've had every single one of my kids there. I like that it's homey. It feels like you're at home there. The bed, they have actual bedrooms that look like a bedroom you would have at home, like right here. They have a queen size bed that you and your husband can sleep in after you have the baby together, instead of trying to decide what does the husband do. He has to sit in a chair next to you. It's just very, very homey and comfortable. I like that the birth center doesn't have an option of having an unnatural childbirth. They have no drugs there. They have no epidural there. You can't get it there. And I actually like that there's no way that you can change your mind and get it. But it is right across the street from the hospital. It is only a few minutes, I would say 3 minutes from the hospital. So if anything went wrong with any of the kids, I liked that it was still close to the hospital and convenient so that we could go over there if something happened, but nothing ever did. I loved that you weren't hooked up to monitors at all the whole entire time. I know at hospitals, when I checked them out, you had to be hooked up to monitors, couldn't move around, and it's really hard when you're going through labor to be confined. And so I didn't want to be confined. The birth center, you're not confined. You're just you're able to move around freely. They don't hook a heart monitor up to you. And instead, what they do is every 15 minutes, they take a Doppler over to you and check the baby's heart rate. For instance, when I was in labor with Talia and pushing, I was in a birth chair. And the birth chair, I didn't mind the birth chair, but the baby wasn't responding well to the birth chair because they did the Doppler and the baby's heart rate was going down. So they moved me to the bed and checked the heart rate again, and the heart rate moved up again. So the baby just wasn't responding well to the birth chair. I mean, I also, one thing I liked about the birth center is it's small, it's quaint, and it's not like a huge hospital and hospital setting. You felt at home there, and you didn't have to worry about like tons of illness and diseases festering around because it's a hospital. But that, I mean, everybody's entitled. Everybody has their own birth plan experience that they want, and some people want to deliver at a hospital, they want to have an epidural, but that's what I loved about my birth experiences. And that's what I love about that you can make your own choice for your own birth plan. And I loved at the birth center that you could write down your birth plan, give it to the midwife, and they will do whatever it takes to allow you to have that natural childbirth. Whereas like at a hospital, it takes, you know, sometimes, not always, but sometimes a doctor, if a birth is getting too long or something like that is happening, they're more apt to like throw in the towel and want to have the, you know, birth over with at that point. And it's always worked out for me with the 4 other kids. I'm hoping it works out this time. But I wanted to share with you in this bump date why I chose the birth center, why I like the birth center, and why I will continue using the birth center. I did think about for a little bit home birth and doing a home birth experience, but I do like that at the birth center it is still close to the hospital, and that I had all my other kids there. It's something sentimental about it now. Because I had all the other kids there, I was sort of sentimental about finishing out there and just having all my kids at the birth center and be able to point to it someday with the kids and be like, I had all you guys right there. If you had a home birth experience, let me know how it went. Oh, and one thing I wanted to point out too, I wanted to also go over my vein update. Like, I know I had gone to the ER for a vein problem in my leg that I had spoke about in another bump date. Yeah, I'm still having the problem with the vein in my leg, and I still have to get compression stockings. I had to make sure insurance covered it, see what they covered, and find out what suppliers I can go to. And then now that I know all that information, I needed a script, so then I got a script, and now I have to go to that place, that supplier with the script now, and get it. I have everything, but I just have to find the time to do it now because I am a busy mom of 5 kids. I'm trying to find the time to get the compression stockings, but I do need them, I feel like, because the vein isn't getting any better, and I'm sure it would only get worse in the pregnancy. And it is still bothering me, still protruding, like on the left leg. Not on the right leg, just on the left leg. Just that one vein so far. And hopefully, like I said, it will do like it did with my 4th child, where it will just go away after I'm not pregnant anymore. Well, anyway, guys, that is it for today's bump day. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And I love your comments below. Give comments. I'm getting closer to picking a baby name. I have narrowed it down to like 10, but I'm still open to hear some baby names. If you have some baby names for me, like I said, but I'm getting closer to choosing it. I have a middle name. I don't have a first name yet. Completely chosen, but I'm getting there. But if you have a baby name, a suggestion listed below. If you tell me how your birth experience went, your birth plan, and if your birth experience went according to your birth plan, or if it went completely different, I wouldn't mind hearing that. So, and videos you'd like to see in the future from me. And also, guys, please hit subscribe if you haven't already. I plan on keep coming out with bump dates and other different videos. Until next time, guys, fly high, dream big.